What is up everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If it's your first time here, my name is Andrea, and in this channel I talk about interior design. So if that's something that you like, do not forget to hit that subscribe button so that you don't miss any of my content. Okay guys, so on today's video, I'm gonna talk about the 3 skills that you need to know in order to be a good interior designer. And I would say learning this is really the hard part of learning interior design. I want you to pay close attention because explaining this may not be the easiest thing to do. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments and let's get right into it. Basically, what I'm gonna be talking about in this video is the easy part of interior design and the hard part of interior design. So the way that I see it is that the technical part of interior design is really the easy part. And I don't know if I like the word easy, but I would say it's pretty simple and straightforward. The technical part of interior design would be learning how to use a software, for example, AutoCAD, or learning about the standard sizes of literally everything within a home, and that's windows, that's doors, that's hallways, that's clearances. Also learning about the building codes and regulations within your city. So all this type of information is things that you have to learn and they cannot be changed. So it is what it is and you have to memorize it. So when it comes to sizes, it's not up to you what's the minimum width of a hallway, for example. It's not up to you what's the height of a kitchen countertop. You just have to learn this information. And although it might be different for everyone, it might take you months to learn this, it might take you years to learn this, but at the end of the day, it's very straightforward and you just have to memorize this type of information. And I like to use learning softwares as an example. Some people say that learning softwares and programs is one of the hardest parts of interior design, and it really depends on what your learning curve is. But for example, if you want to learn how to use AutoCAD, you gotta watch YouTube tutorials or you gotta take some courses. So after you do this, you will learn how to work with the tools within the program. You will learn how to work with the line tool. You will learn how to work with layers. You will learn how to work with paper space, with model space. And eventually, after practicing these skills, you are gonna be seeing yourself working with AutoCAD and all the tools that are in the program. And this is a technology, so it's literally like any other technology. How you learn how to use your phone, how you learn how to use an app, how to learn how to use a computer. Same thing with building codes. You don't even have to memorize the building code within your city, you just have to go to the building code book and look at the regulations. What are the rules? What are the standard sizes? As long as you follow the guidelines of interior design, you will be good with the technical part of interior design. But the hard part of interior design is learning the skills that not anyone can do or can learn. And in reality, anyone can learn these skills as well, but not everyone that is an interior designer will actually learn these skills. So the first skill that will make you a better interior designer is hand drawing or sketching. This is a very powerful skill that every designer can benefit from. And it is true that you can create 3-dimensional spaces with the use of 3D modeling software, but being able to hand sketch a space will open your creativity and will open the door of endless design options that probably would never happen inside of a computer. For example, being able to quickly sketch a room in 2 minutes in front of your clients will really help you to visualize with them a space in literally seconds. And you can make faster decisions this way because you can just show them the flow within seconds. You can come up with final decisions regarding the design, and it just makes you look more professional, the fact that you know how to grab a pen and sketch a room. In reality, anyone can learn how to sketch. It only requires practice and repetition. But what happens nowadays is we have this fancy software that does everything for us. So a lot of designers won't really commit to learning how to sketch, how to hand draw, because it requires a lot of practice. The first time that you grab a pen and you try to sketch a room in perspective, you will do it wrong even the second, the third, the fourth, the fifth time. It's something that you will learn as you repeat it hundreds if not thousands of times. So that's why sketching is a skill that you have to commit to. And I'm not saying you have to sketch 3 hours every single day to be able to be a good sketcher. I don't even know if a sketcher is a word, but anyway, you don't have to spend long hours doing it, but as long as you sketch for 10 minutes every day, you know, and you will see yourself improving your sketching ability, and it's really gonna help you whenever you are designing spaces. The second skill that's gonna make you a good interior designer is space planning. Now, space planning is one of the most important skills of interior design. Without space planning and without good space planning, an interior designer is not doing the job right. I always say this, but interior design, it's not only about making spaces look beautiful and stunning, it's more about making spaces look functional. And really, if someone can make space look functional and yet beautiful, you're literally way ahead in this career. I'm not gonna talk really a lot about what really space planning is, because that could be literally a whole other video. There's a lot that goes into space planning. Basically is planning your space. If you are working with 4 walls, where are you gonna put the bathroom? Where are you gonna put the kitchen? Where is the living room gonna go? So it's literally the layout of the rooms within the space that you are designing. I'm gonna give you 2 examples of good and bad space planning within a home. For example, if you are designing a home and you have to relocate the washroom that's in the first floor, you want to make sure, if you are a good space planner, you want to make sure that that washroom is close to the other social rooms within the home. Because imagine you have guests coming over and they are in the living room, they are in the dining room, they're hanging out in the kitchen, and they want to use the washroom. Everyone would need to use the washroom at some point. So you want to have the washroom accessible and not very far away from these areas. You don't want to have anyone to have to walk a long distance in order to get to the washroom. But not only that, but if you are a very good space planner, you will make sure that although the washroom has to be close to the kitchen, to the dining, and to the living areas, you want to have the door not facing these areas. Because imagine if the door is left open and you will see the toilet. So imagine you have a guest sitting in the living room, the washroom door is open and he's looking at the toilet. That's not a nice view. So you gotta be very thoughtful of your space planning skills so that the spaces are functional and anyone that is occupying that space has easy access to every part of the room without having to disturb their experience within the house. Another example of good space planning would be when you are designing a bedroom. So let's say you are designing a master bedroom. So in a master bedroom, you of course have the bedroom, you would have a walk-in closet most of the time, and you will have the ensuite or the master bathroom. If you are a good space planner, you will never put the bedroom in the middle and the walk-in closet on one side and the bathroom in the other. Because imagine that in this master bedroom, there's 2 people sleeping in that bedroom. So let's say one of them, he or she, needs to go to work very early in the morning. So that person gets up and takes a shower. Eventually he or she will need to dress up. So you have to go to the walk-in closet. And maybe you have to go back to the bathroom to get ready and makeup and stuff. So you're going back and forth within the bathroom and the walk-in shower. If you don't put these spaces adjacent to each other and you have to walk through the bathroom to get to the walk-in closet, you're gonna wake up the person that is sleeping at 6 a.m. in the morning, and you don't want that, right? So you know, guys, what I'm saying, you have to really imagine all the scenarios that are happening within a home to be able to design space that's gonna work for people, because these little things are what make a space functional or not very functional if you do not do a good job with your space planning. So the third skill that's gonna make you a good interior designer is being creative. And I know this sounds like very obvious because we are interior designers, but it can be overlooked, and I really want to point this out. It is true that interior design is very technical in a way, but at the same time, this career is very creative. So you gotta be someone who comes up with ideas that not everyone can come up with, because that's why you are an interior designer. You're trying to make space look beautiful but also original. So let's say, for example, you are hired to design a restaurant. A restaurant has to have tables, you gotta have a kitchen somewhere, you gotta have chairs, you know. Literally anyone can go to a furniture shop, purchase some tables and chairs, put them on the restaurant and call it a day. But really, what's gonna make this space look nice? You gotta come up with design that whenever someone comes into the restaurant, they go like, oh, how did the designer think of doing this? Like, this is just such an amazing design. This is an incredible idea. I could have never thought of doing this. You know, you gotta have this impression in people's mind. So it's really all about the experience that the people are having within the space. So you gotta be extremely creative in order to come up with designs that no one else can come up with, because that's what's gonna set you apart. And it's true what people say, that as an interior designer, you are just as good as your last project. So every single project I would recommend, put your whole heart in it, make it as beautiful as you can, because you never know who's gonna be looking at that project, and they might have some renovation or some project coming up soon, so they might reach out to you for more business. So really guys, these 3 skills are really the skills that are gonna make you stand apart from everyone else, and that are really gonna upgrade your career as an interior designer. I hope that you guys liked this video. I hope that you found it useful. If you did, please give it a thumbs up so that I know that you guys like this content and I can continue making more. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments, and I will see you guys on the next one. Bye-bye.